Hello, my name is Iza Mietka. I am Chinese medicine and acupuncture therapist. This is my podcast, The Path of the Heart. I hope you will enjoy it. The Path of the Heart. This is how I called my podcast, and I prepared it especially for my patients, for all the people who would like to know something more about Chinese medicine. Why the Path of the Heart? The heart is a very, very special organ in Chinese medicine because it is a very special place which is hosting our soul, which is hosting our spirit, which Chinese called Shen. What is it and what it means to us? It means that heart is like a house. So we can look at our heart also as a house. And when we think about our house and about our home, we want to have it calm because we are coming back after work, after all things we are doing outside. And this is our place for resting, for calming down, for the place which we are also hosting sometimes other people. So we want to have it clear and calm. This is the idea of kind of calmness, which is very important for our spirit. Then the spirit has this very comfortable armchair. The spirit can sit and think where I am, where I want to go. And if it comes to characters, how Chinese are writing about organs, the heart is very, very special because in the character, it doesn't have the material part, which is the part of other organs. So, for example, like spleen, lung, liver, kidney, they all have their specific part, which are explaining their specific abilities, and this other part, which is connected with this kind of materiality. So we can also call it like flesh and the moon. So the heart doesn't have this part. It means that the heart is connected much more with not material world. So as we said before, with our spirit. Also, according to old Chinese classical text, heart is a governing of all other processes in the body. So because of this hosting the spirit, our spirit knows the best what is the most important for other organs, for all our body, and because of the blood circulation, it gives us warmth and it gives this message which can follow and we can reach even the last finger and the last part of our small finger. Because of this, like very small vessels, blood vessels, this message is going everywhere. So we can say in this way, then all our parts in our body know exactly who we are, where we want to go. But we can ask if always it is like this, that we know where we want to go, or sometimes we just feel not well. What does it mean? It can mean that our heart is not calm. It can mean that our heart is not empty. What it means, this idea of emptiness in our heart? This is something which took me some time to understand because when I heard it for the first time that according to Chinese our heart should be empty, I was thinking, come on, our heart should be full of love, should be full of inspiration, and because in our heart we feel so much. But then I started to step by step think about this idea that if we are looking at this idea that the heart is as a house, we can go to the windows in this house and we can look through the window and we can then see if the window is clear and we can see everything outside in a clear way, or just in these windows they are kind of curtains and we can look at the world through emotions because we are experiencing emotions like every day. We are in interactions with outside world, so it causes emotions. In Chinese medicine, each organ is connected with different emotion. For example, fear is connected with kidney. So this fear can do something in kidney, can weaken our kidney. And liver is connected with anger, and sadness is connected with lung. But finally, even each emotion is connected with particular organ, finally all these emotions are bothering our heart. And it means that our heart is not empty. And it means that on these windows in our heart, we have different emotions. So if we are looking in our heart and we are looking through these windows and we can see it, and we can see particular emotion like fear or others, we can also imagine that we are taking the big brush or we are taking the water and we can just clear it. Or we can meditate, we can open the windows, we can allow outside light to get in. Because what is very important for our heart, it is this connection with the pure light. Because heart is like a sun in our body. It is very, very young organ, the most young organ in our body. So this connection with young and with the sun and with light is very important because heart needs this yang for keep this ability for warming, and also the yang in Chinese medicine and sun is connected more with this spiritual world. So through this it is going this connection with something more than the body in us. It is connection with this not material part in us. So it is connection with our spirit, with our Shen. When our Shen is calm, when our heart is calm, our body is functioning very well and it can keep harmony inside. But through emotions or through very difficult experience in our life, like trauma, we are very often like separated with this light. So very important for us it is to trying to find this calmness inside or asking for help. We can ask for help practitioners of Chinese medicine, we can ask psychotherapists, we can ask osteopathies, and not stay in this situation which is very difficult for us. Sometimes we just need to learn how to ask for help. What is other important thing for our heart? Through this connection with lightness, through this connection with heaven, we can say, we are connected with our path, with our Tao, with our very important way we are just going this life. So in this way, we can say that we are connected with our destiny. And of course, on this path, we are choosing which way we are going. But sometimes we can also imagine that maybe we are on the crossways and we have to just decide where we want to go. And then, especially, we have to think about this deep connection with the Shen, with the spirit inside us. Then we can easily decide, we can feel what is good for us or not. The heart is connecting us with love, with this kind of idea of oneness, and this part which is very deep in the nature of human being. So if we are in a pure situation that we came from love of our parents and we are going on our way in this kind of balanced way, that we can transfer emotions, or we are going through different diseases we have on the way, like different viruses or different diseases, and we are coming back to ourselves, we are just going this way which is connected with spirit and with love. On these different ways, we are just meeting each other. And I hope this podcast will be for you the same as for me, the place for the meeting. We can meet all together and we can inspire ourselves. We can just share these ways. And also we can stop for a moment to look at our heart and look at the things which we are not thinking every day about. So it will be the moment of finding inspiration and some informations about Chinese medicine, how we can use it for our body, for our emotions, even for our spirit. Always we can think about it. The heart connects us with a big space, with trust and love, and it will be place of our meeting. I think we can finish for today. That's all for today. Thank you for listening. I hope you can join me for the next podcast.